Hey YouTube, how y'all doing today? It sounded like there were a rattlesnake in this car. There ain't, it's just the bottle of water is like shaking, I'm just like, shut up. Anyway, so I'm actually gonna go out and just go for a quick run tonight. The weather's been real warm lately, like 60 degrees, which I guess that ain't warm, but for January, it is. But I'm in Missouri, we do got some cold spells and some warm spells. Like we do get like snow. It's not like we're in like Florida or somewhere where you don't get no snow, but no, we get snow. Like we get really cold weather, don't get me wrong. Like we get all the seasons, which I actually like that, because I do like a little bit of variety. I gotta turn my defogger on, fogging up the whole darn vehicle, which I do like that. But anyway, it's whenever it's after Christmas, I don't know about anyone else, but like, so before Christmas, I'm like real into the winter, the snow and all that. Actually, I almost take that back, because really Christmas ain't even feel, I don't want to go into whole like violin saga, but honestly it's the truth. Christmas don't even feel like Christmas no more. Like the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, they don't even, I think that just kind of happens when you grow up and get older. Like it don't got no more magic in it no more, especially after I hate the way this sounds. I'm gonna vomit in my own damn mouth saying it, but like, especially after you go through life and you experience like different things in life, like you just kind of it just ain't the same. But I think that's just anyway, that's probably part of the magic of being a kid. It's just things were just more magical back then, and that just is what it is. It comes with the territory, and you ain't in that territory no more once you're grown. So anyway, enough about that. But the reason why I was saying that is because, like, theoretically, although it almost don't even matter no more because of what I just said, but theoretically, like before Christmas and at Christmas, I'm like, I would love the snow and the actually now snow kind of just cancels your plans if it snows too much, so that ain't even fun no more. It ain't even like when you were a kid. But anyway, after New Year's though, I'm kind of like more or less ready for the springtime. Like I'm ready for the summertime again, and I like the cold temperature, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the fall, pumpkin spice, all that cliche kind of stuff. I'm real into it. But I don't know, I guess I'm just like, I don't know, like the like Christmas is over, I'm ready for warm weather. I don't know. I say that, but then at the same time, it is fun to like be in the cold and be snowed in. It ain't the same being snowed in now when you're grown up, because it more, well, anyway, enough about that. But I'm able to get outdoors a little bit more now and just kind of go for walks, go for runs, that type of thing, which is nice. That's one of my favorite things to do in the summer though, like in the spring, summer, once it gets warm enough. Like I'm out there. I think I said in a previous video, I ain't always real too keen on like lifting a bunch of weights. I do a very little bit of weightlifting. I don't want to make it sound like I'm doing all this elaborate stuff, but I do a little bit because I recognize that it is important, and I like doing a little bit that I do. But my favorite form of exercise is more running. And I kind of feel like I see a lot of people talking like they're running all the time. Bro, what's you doing over there? Like the Cyclops or something. I don't even know. I ain't gonna run over you, brother. Don't worry. He's more fit than I am, so I don't got no room to say nothing about him. That's the thing. If someone is like doing better than you in one area in life, you ain't got no room to say nothing about nothing with them, in my opinion, at least. Like, I can be my way of like getting done what I need to get done is being more skinny. Like that's more my level of control. Like there's different things that are easier for different people to control in life. I'm talking like physically, but I'm also talking, what is you doing? Oh, ew, I look gross on this side. Don't look. I don't know what he doing over there. Oh, he run. Okay. I think he drops. Anyway, he's fit, so he can do whatever. That's the thing, is like if someone is fit and attractive and good looking, they can get by with murder. They can get by with doing some real awkward things that if some just average ugly person did, they couldn't get by with. That's just the darn truth. Like, people don't want to hear that, but that's just the darn truth right there. Like, you could have two different people wearing the same outfit with the same, maybe walking the same way, same style of walking, saying the same phrases, but you could have two different people. One could be really, and this applies to men and women. Like, this is everyone, all of us. You could have one person that's very attractive. They could do one thing, and it might be like a little kind of dorky, but it's going to turn from dorky to sweet and cute and adorable. But then you could have someone that is like not as attractive and maybe like kind of ugly or something like that. They could do the same thing, and they're just like, it's more like honestly dorky and not in a good way. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that's fair. I ain't trying to say if that's fair or not fair. Don't shoot down the messenger. I'm just calling it like it is, apparently, at this point in my life. I don't even know, but that's just the darn truth. And I'm frustrated because I don't want to get into all that right now, but anyway, what I was saying a little bit before is my form of where I have control. I mean, you could argue, and I guess I would agree with that, we all have the ability to control different things, but what comes easiest to me, like, there's things that come easier. You could have two different things that can come, one can come harder to someone and another can come easier to someone. Like, take math. Like, some people get math more easily than others. Some people got to study, I'm just making numbers up here, they got to study maybe twice as long, twice as hard to even be average at it, where you got someone who's studying, like, don't even got to study that much or that hard. They just get it and they can excel at it more. I think the people who really excel at anything are people where it just comes naturally to them and they put in like the extra time and effort. Anyway, my hypotenuse or theory, what do you call that? Hypothesis, there you go, or whatnot. But anyway, so you got to kind of leverage where you got control, and that's something for you to decide. And where I got some ability to control is I can control what I eat. We all can control what we eat. But I love food. I've been talking to a few people about this recently anyway. I guess it's on my mind more or less, but I love food. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I could eat, I could be as full as like Bruce Bogtrotter in the Trunchbull after he ate that whole chocolate cake, and I could still want to keep going. Like, I'm just talking from if I didn't have to stop eating from like a weight management standpoint, from like I'm afraid of gaining weight standpoint. I don't want to say afraid of gaining weight. That sounds kind of pansy, but I guess it is kind of, there is a little fear in that. Like, that is true, but that's a good thing. Like, that's, like, you should be afraid of, I'm not saying you got to walk around all fearful, but like, you need to have a healthy reverence to like not damage your body or not like lose all your money or not like, people get a paycheck, they just spend it like that. I've done that before. I've gone, trust me, I go over budget all the time, but I'm a lot better. But anyway, I got things I do that keep me in check, but left to my own devices, I'm going to be eating everything in sight and spending every last dime and then some. But anyway, I got it under control. I don't want to sound like I'm like going out of control, but my way of controlling what I can do is I don't mind being skinny. Like, I talked about this earlier. I don't mind being a thinner guy. Like, I don't mind that. I'm not like insecure about that or nothing like that. I look at other guys who are more buff and I think that looks really good. Maybe one day something will flip and I'll like start, building muscle or something, more muscle or something like that. But I see other guys who are like very thin. I'm like, man, that he looks good. I wouldn't mind looking, having that same type of look. Like, I'd be very happy, I'd be very happy with that kind of build. Like, anyway, so that's where my leverage, where I'm more stronger leverage of control comes into place. But so I do like to run and jog and stuff like that. But I do kind of feel like, this is just my opinion for what I've seen in my life, you do see, which you see people running and jogging who look good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you see some people that they say, oh, I just went out for a jog or something like that, and they're still about as flabby as can be. I ain't trying to offend no one or nothing like that, but you've seen some people where, and even talking about my darn self, like, so I feel like there is something to building muscle and doing resistance training. It's like one of those things that maybe I don't like it as much, but I got to find little ways that I kind of like it the best and kind of change my mind and make myself like it more. And, you know, because that is important. Like, I feel like you could be running and running and running, but you got to do more. Anyway, I'm not trying to give no advice or nothing like that. I don't mean to go on about that, but I just wanted to check and say hi. There was a few things other that I wanted to talk about as well, but I'm going to go ahead and maybe end this vlog right here because we're over the 10-minute mark. And not that I'm trying to keep it all at 10 minutes, but I feel like it's really dark and it's kind of hard to see me anyway, so that might not be like super fun to watch. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. And all right, that's all I got for right now.